Hello and welcome. I thought with this, let's get this fixed first thing. I thought while we're this close to the shop, and I'm not sure if we can get this way because it's a little bit. Oh wow, 154. That's amazing. Yeah, fantastic. Now I think we'll go this way. That I think it's a little bit close to the wall. I do love this. Yeah, it's not too out of character, even though the name, the brand is not really. I suppose it's European, really, but yeah. Oh, then header. No, that's going to totally block that. Wouldn't be a bad idea to go. Oh, I'm not sure we're going to get through at the minute, but we'll have a go. I think there might just be an opening. My eye says there is, so it says I can just about get through here. Yeah, it could. The overhang on the other side, where you couldn't really put anything else, might. Oh, I'm not sure it's going to actually stay there. It's not. Yeah, it would work, but it's not sure it's. Of course, we would sheet it as well, but we'll have a go. Go right and touch the wall, sort of thing. Can we get it next year? Yes, we can. It's a little bit. Well, I suppose it's leaning on the wall. It's not quite how I was going to. Right then, so we get out on the left, which is exactly where we need to go. Now, let's move that out of the way. Let's not make this hard, because I don't know how I got that in there or out, really. I think I would have scraped the paint of the John Deere, really. I thought, let's get on with the. Yeah, let's stick this. Stick this straight away, and then let's get cracking. There was a lot of one last thing to do. I feel happy though, because obviously we've done a lot. I'm trying to think, because this is going to be the session, really, is doing this, because I want another session to be. It's still a big field. That's one thing I'm going to say. I think we should use the vent. No, the little John Deere. That's not sure it's quite got the oomph. Not quite sure. 100 horsepower is pushing it. 150, it's 170. So I think we'll stick to even if it would do it. Should we do that? Yeah, it's stretching the horsepower. I don't think it would, if I'm honest. I really think it's a little bit beyond its capability. Really. Glad we've got those bits up as well off this path finally, although obviously we've got some new stuff on the path, but yeah. Now then, that is the point. How do I do that better? Well, we should be going the other way, really. That would be the easiest method, to actually go from the bottom of the field. And then it's going to literally go. Is that right? I go. No, this is the way we need to go. From the top of the field. Yeah, and then it's not going to go on the path at all. It does cause issues, as we know, but it's. Yeah, I mean, this is the one we could actually do that way if it weren't for that fact. So. Right, let's see, because I think full load here is not an option. You have to do it each session. You do see, and that's otherwise it's just going to destroy it. Right, I am going to immediately go into a time lapse. Am I? Yeah, no, I am. Still, it would take too long for a session, but I might have to, do something else as well. Right. Anyway, I'm going to say my words. We should have a chat at the end, and we'll see you guys again on the other side. excellent. So there was more clean-up on that than any other field I've ever done, but I hit more triple lines than ever before as well, so does that. I think I did the field quicker than I should have done, as in because you were doing triple lines, so I'm not really going to say that's a... Yeah, I lost on that. I think that was not far off. Right, let's take this back before we get clocked for another hour. I'm sure we're going to get clocked, but it is quite a time-consuming process. It really is, definitely. But let's top up as we drop this off as well. And drop that off. And give them a shout at the shop. Yeah. And the straw. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Am I going to... Yes, I think I am. I'm going to go through till tomorrow morning. Oh, no, I don't know. No, because it's... Yeah. How much... We might do... I'm trying to think, because it's... When the time-lapse is done on that, there's not going to be a massive session. Yeah, like I always say, it's an event, but it's probably 20-odd minutes long. I'm trying to think how much of a load of this... Quite a lot, actually. We have... Although, yeah, we could sort of wait. So I think, all in all, I think we're going to sleep through till tomorrow morning. We've lost we've lost too much of the day. I don't think that's a good idea. I do think to use a very good at steering tractor is probably the way to go for this particular thing. So let's grab that, or let's give them a ring with our back to them so that we can't see what's going on. Return yes. And we will pop and order the AGI. Well, we've already ordered it. I mean, you would do, wouldn't you? What is what I mean? Right, so belt systems. Now, I have put what I said I was going to put in bipedal, the screw conveyor. But I think you'll find it still only does the standard crop types. Yeah, that is it. I would imagine in time, Peasel probably... Yeah, Peasel's always doing quite a lot. So, yeah, no, I would imagine these... I think they'll pick up everything. Again, they're not... Are they floor pickups? No, they're not. No. There's very few. There is a floor pickup, really. Yeah, there is one of these. Is it the Quantum? I'm not sure. It may be this, or there's a special Quantum that's. Yeah, it is either Mark IIs. I've never got them to work. I might have a mod that's tripping them up, I think. But this is my favourite one, the SDX 1051. It is a bit of a beaut because it does both jobs. So. We are absolutely going to purchase it, yes. Because, yeah, why wouldn't you? Yeah, we need it for lots of things. It's going to be our straw pickup. This is our, our everything, really. We're going to be masters of this, hopefully. Or it'll drive us crazy, one or the other. And then, yeah, we do need to have it at medium height. We could do the straw. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea to show this in... You know, I've tried before on Maple, one of the last sessions I did, and that was to... Yeah, it's got to load into something. You can't... Oh, can you do one? I don't think you can do one load here with it. But we can have a go, actually. You can. So if you can keep that going, in all truthfulness, you should be able to make piles. It was what I was trying to do on Maple, but I never really mastered it. But we've got to be careful. You know, we might have to switch the button on and off quite a bit, I would say. And it still unloads, so that makes no difference. Yeah, so there's a lot stop starting, so I'm not sure if it is going to work or not. And you've got to be careful about sharp turns with this as well. That is one thing I'm definitely going to say. Then let it finish. Yeah, that was the idea. I'm not sure it's going to work. But if we try it on this one, a lot of ideas. Sometimes they need refinement, sometimes they're a total bust, but it doesn't mean to say that you shouldn't actually have a go. No, it doesn't, because it might be the best thing. Let's be honest, how many people in as long as man and woman have existed have actually found an idea that was really good and run with it, and it's then become the best way, the way that everybody does things, whether it's making a loaf of bread or whatever. Somebody discovered all of these processes, really. Right. Wow, it's got a massive pickup. But in a way, with us doing it in a motion like that, it's just almost like we're using it as a windrower. Which then means that we've really still got to pick it up and put it into something. So that's why I thought personally this sort of was a little bit not quite so... It's not terrible, but you've still got to put it in the trailer. So, which is why I used to drag this around, because this trailer's stupendous for this particular ability. Yeah, it's got quite a fantastic ability. If you obviously you've got to get your follow me right, but yeah, so obviously it's only a job really for follow me or something like that. That's the one thing I've got to say definitely. Right, so then if we stick that, bring that backwards. We are. Yeah, now you can see that with follow me, it will work because it actually clears that and goes into that. So it is quite amazing. Now then, if I remember rightly, it has to be... Did that follow? It didn't. No, it's got to follow first. Yes, that's how I want it to follow. Right, now we're following. So now we go... Nope, we want to go... I think it's about 10. Yeah, and it does do that. So that's the one thing I am going to say. There's a little bit of that goes on because you can't get it perfect. And then you literally just... Obviously, it's the ups and the downs are the best because there's a bit of that where obviously it's following straight and you're going to do things like that. It's better on a longer field. Let's just, yeah, let's... Now then, I was going to say it should really... It's not perfect, but I have got this, I have it in the past, got this to work quite well. Yeah, you got to be careful of that though. Then it becomes a bit of a pain to correct it, and yeah, and we've lost it totally. Yeah. So far, I'm not terribly impressed with what I've done. It's not. Oh, my TV is. It's trying to switch off. Of course it is. Right, so then, let's see, can we get this to work a little bit better than it is at present, because it's not impressing anybody at all, chucking it on the floor in a different place. if I need to be slightly further back. So it seems to be a little bit more aggressive than I remember it. I wonder if I had it at 15. That is, with all of these type of things really, is the real thing is to actually get the right... Why is that not coming out? Okay, this is not working terribly well. Yeah, we're doing it. It's like all things. You're not going to be. It is better on a bigger field. That I am definitely going to say. And the straighter you run, the more he is going to be right behind you. But there does have to be quite a bit of waiting, a bit of patience is required, which I have very little of. I'm being honest now. This must be full. Yeah, no, this is not working. Yeah, yeah. I think I've got to get. I must have that wrong. This is sort of like knocking everything around, absolutely terribly. So then, let's. We're gonna go. We seem to have lost her. I didn't stop you actually. I never pressed that button, but hey ho. Appear to have. Let's try 15. Is it following? It's still me, I think. It is still me. You do have to be looking though. No. You're following someone over there. Way too much to follow. Now, that's surely got to be 15 meters. Come on. Now that's right. No, I'm forgetting. Yeah. You've got to allow. Obviously, normally it'll unload where it unloads. That's the beauty of this. You wait. Yeah, now it'll unload to that's it. I knew I was missing something. I was trying something new to try to get them into the windrows. But then, of course, it will naturally unload into the trailer. So it'll fill its little hopper, whatever that is, however big that is, not very big, and then it'll unload. That's the way. There's a lot of looking back with it, but it does work. I've got to be honest, it is quite effective. Not perfect, as I say, but it's like any skill, it does. Really does work, and it is a tool then that does a lot of things, and it is when it's used exactly like this. It might be, who knows? As just because I've figured this out here, there are conveyors that do this type of thing, so who knows what people do. People are clever. People do find methods that other people have never used before and run with it, so nothing wrong with that. What's the old saying? Necessity is the mother of all invention. Something like that. It's very, very true. And it's a good size. Yeah, I mean, we're using it as a forage wagon, really, aren't we, when you consider it? Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, no, that's not bad actually. There's I say this is one of those perfect vehicles, though. It's the one thing I'm going to say. It's quite unique. I've not found anything that does it as well. I have used little tractors in trying to do the same thing, and they were not as good. Okay. Yeah, that's fantastic. This, when you go around corners, is the bit where it goes a little bit amiss, I always find. But if you get your distance right and you've got that naturally unload into a trailer, or without unload here, where it constantly streams unloading, then it will work very well. We are nearly there now. Yeah, we have definitely got this working now. Brilliant. Fantastic. Yeah, sometimes you have to go a little bit backwards, but again, I don't really think that's terrible. A bit more patience is required for this as well, in a way. It's a lot of stop-starting, but it really does do. I mean, when you consider how long it would take us to bail, I don't think it's any longer. And I think with the right kind of trailer, if you've got a 70-tonner, which I've used before in the past with this setup, mind you, you can't. No, that's actually ambient. Yeah, you could with another tractor, but then there's probably actually the AB might not be a bad one to actually do this with, looking at the ABs. It's so tiny. You need to have a little, although I used the Rex and that wasn't terribly effective. It got a longer body than you actually thought. So yeah, this Holzer's the 1313 is the best that I've found, and that's the biggest back you can get for this, I think. 45 or 50 tons. You might be able to get a 50 tonner, but yeah, that is it. And then one more lump after this. Not bad. Well, apart from obviously me totally flummoxing myself, because I was thinking, oh, this is not right. This is not how this normally works. It's a long time since I've done it, actually. Like a lot of things, you sort of get a bit rusty. Yeah, it was always on the turnaround, so it was a little bit funny. But you've got to sort of like... Fantastic. Right, brilliant. Excellent job. Now then, I would imagine, this should be able to go into our silo. Nearly 40 tons of straw. So if we're going into animals, for once, we might actually look after our own animals with our own straw. That's what I'm thinking. Now then, do you look this? It is amazing. I can't see any wonder really, but it must wander minutely, and then after 10 minutes, what was a millimetre is now a foot. Yeah, it's got to be something like that. It definitely is wandering a little. Let's let that go down. So there we go. We've done the straw as well. So next session we will use the same process to do our fields. Really, I'm quite pleased. But if we find it too terrible, then we may well... to be honest, it's not that bad. It really isn't. I will time-lapse it, because I do realise it isn't the most... Yeah, not for a lot, anyway. Where there's going to be a lot of unloading and loading, isn't really. Because we know... I think... over 200, so really about 5 unloads of a 45 tonner. So not terrible, really. The other thing about this is, for those who are interested in having a go, it has to be, yeah, the up and the down, it has to be, I used to do it like this, and it very rarely, you've got to hit it. It doesn't like to be that high. It wants to be just above the height of the trailer, and then it'll unload all of the time, sweet as a nut. So yeah, it's a little bit finicky. Whereas it isn't if you use it in its normal function, but for this type of thing it is actually, yeah, quite good. So I'm going to leave it there. Next session we're going to crack on with doing all of this. Yeah, and yeah, with this, there is enough for us to do a run, but I think I'd sooner make it worth a while and actually do a real big one. We could even take the 2 of the trailers and just do a massive load, really, is what I'm thinking. But that's where I'm going to leave it. We have done all of our new crop type. Oh, a list of bits. I thought I'd been very thorough. But yes, we have... Yeah, actually, I thought I'd done all of that, but No, it's only that one tuft. Well, I can forgive myself for what? Oh no. No, that is it. That's the tuft, I think. Oh, no, there's 3, I think. I must have probably meant to go back to this and then forgotten about it and gone straight into the red beet. I was quite single-minded on wanting to get it all done, and then I thought as it was getting through, I thought it's going to be a monster session. Why don't you just split it into 2 and do like 2/3 of it and then do that? But obviously then it was the fact that this is going to be a small session, but now with straw, I think we're about there. So, yeah, no, it's exactly as it was before. We already got a mulcher, as I said, the word that I couldn't think a few days ago. That is a very good price. The Bednar Swifter. It really is amazing. Yeah, that is a cracker. Again, not really intending on going that big. I think it's a little bit unrealistic for the map, although not if you'd got a field like field 55. I think you'd have to probably have a big bit of kit imported in, but I think for the field size that we've got, I would say that we're about there, and I don't think we need any tractor bigger than our biggie, which I'd like to see how much that can be upgraded to. I'm sure it was bigger than it is at present, so let's have a look. Because if it's, I think it was 400 and some horsepower, there's not a lot we're going to need more than that, I don't think. I mean, things happen sometimes where, yeah, you're wrong, and then something happens and you want one implement. Thing is, if it's 430, it would probably stretch up to anything. It would probably get away with the Bednar Swifter, because it's a 500 horsepower implement, and it's in the range. It just would be slower with doing it. Yeah, 388 for 41,500. We don't need it at the minute, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, that's nice to know. It really is, yeah. So, I mean, we're 305, I believe, which, again, is more than adequate for what we need at present. There's nothing we've got that's anywhere near that kind of horsepower, so I'm happy. I'm glad I've had a look. Let's put it away, actually. It's quite a responsive one, this as well. Yeah, a lot of the John Deeres. Actually, I've got to be honest, I was saying this. That is actually got a very good turning circle. It's a very nippy. It's not like a lot of small tractors, but it isn't bad. It's not. Yeah, some of the John Deeres are awful. This is not one of them. It is quite good. I think we will get this painted, ready, and we'll keep it on this. So I think we'll do that one last thing. Let's get it painted. And I think we'll do it proper John Deere colours rather than a chrome for a change. If I remember rightly, one fault of this is it's a bit like some of the other small tractors. It's uses fuel quite quickly. The fuel tank's a bit small. Right, customize. What does that mean? We want to change. Yeah, 210. That is well worth it. It really is. Fantastic. And matching. Now, are we going to buy the... Yes, I think we will. We're going to buy an adapter and make this into a front 3-point link as well, to the versatility of that. Because it is a fantastic ability of these, really, to be able to have that. I do love that. I'm sure it's Pepe that did that. It's in miscellaneous. Oh, I've got something new in as well, but we should do that for another one. It's not very far in, so it's not worth me whizzing a long way in, because it's, yeah, about a quarter in, something like that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, which I probably am. It's a bit more in here than I thought. Or no, a third in. You were not quite right. We're going to keep it yellow, because it then shows up, I always find. And also, there is yellow on John Deere, even though it's not quite that yellow. Could have. It's good enough. I like it when your implements are. But it's the only bad thing about this is it has a nasty habit of falling over. But there are little tricks you can do to actually pick it up again. Yeah, but it is all properly hydraulics. You can see all the connections are all there. It's got a PTO as well, so it is. Yeah, of course, weight-wise, you wouldn't have anything. It'd be all right for light mowers and all right for a front box that was not big. Yeah, I thought I heard you, but yeah, I apologise. It's slow. That's probably the only thing I've ever found about this tractor. Apart from that, though, it is amazing. So we'll keep that on for now. It also can be a front lifter as well. And that is where we're going to leave it. So fantastic. We are down to 151,418, but we have got our baler stroke forage pickup thing there. If I find it's too cumbersome, might lease the Fluffy Mods conveyor system, the belt, the pickup system, because it is amazing. It's the easiest of the lot. It's just I was trying to bounce a bit of realism. I mean, belt systems are really used in the world. Obviously, I've got to use this as game mechanics allow, which in real life you could do what we're doing, but you do it slightly differently, which that I can't really do much about. But I thought, tip my hat in the right direction is what I was thinking. This is about as close as you could get in real life to doing this type of thing. So yeah, I'm just trying to observe reality as best you can within the game, the rules of the game, really. So, but that is where I am going to leave it. Yeah, typical of me, just getting everything ready for next session, which yeah, it's not a bad fault. Right. Yeah, so all that remains to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this beautiful map. Yeah, it is absolutely fantastic, and I do love this. I've come to quite enjoy this and definitely respect it. I would like to have another go of doing this properly. The thing that I didn't do it for was it caused in myself a stress reaction. A really bad stress reaction, as you like losing crop and all that type of stuff. And I thought it's not worth the stress, just do it a different way. If you can unload it like you can in the sugar beets with a PH Mini, just do that and pick it up off the floor, and it causes no stress. So it is, I do realise that it is like it's more work, but I'm not actually getting stressed at all by doing it this way. But that doesn't mean to say that with a bit of practice, I think if you went up and down the lines instead of like the standard way of doing things, that actually Follow Me would work quite well. Because we did master getting it in the right place, it's just the turnarounds were a bit awful. So I think if you went up the field and then went around and down, the one thing I'm going to say, if you were going to do that, your fields would have to be like this, where there's no trees at the sides. It really, ideally, or you'd have to do a bit of like offloading into the middle of your field and then picking it up. So again, then you're defeating it and you're doing two jobs again. So it's not perfect, but then again, none of it is. But yeah, anyway, I'm going around in circles on time. All that remains to be said is goodbye for now.